Glad to have you join us on News Now. I am Margaret Opera. The Vice President OSINBAJO says professors and academics must take a keen interest in issues of education and healthcare, exploring options for reform and innovations in the human capital development sectors. The Vice President on Monday had a virtual meeting with a team of professors drawn from the 6 geopolitical zones under the auspices of the Progressive Intellectuals Advisory Group, PIAG. OSINBAJO, who interacted with the dons on a number of topical national development issues, urged stakeholders, especially members of professional bodies, to make contributions towards addressing them. He noted one of the things he had always thought about was how to deliberate about online tertiary education and how to develop it to the point where Nigeria offered the best services in the sector. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control says the number of Lassa fever infections since the beginning of the year is 829, with 160 deaths. The latest situation report released for week 26 by the NCDC also showed that there are 5,510 suspected cases of the infection across 98 local government areas in the 24 states. Lassa fever is a viral fever and an acute viral illness, and the zoonotic disease has a high morbidity and mortality rate and economic and health security implications. Following the outbreak of the viral infection this year, the National Emergency Operations Center Response Mode Level 2 was activated for effective multi-sectoral and multidisciplinary coordination. The report shows that of all confirmed cases, 68% are from Ondo, Edo, and Bauchi states. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has arrested a terror suspect who escaped from the KUJE prison. The TERTIARY was attacked last week by scores of insurgents. The fleeing terrorist Suleiman CD was arrested in the early hours of Monday in Abuja. A statement by the NDLEA spokesman Femi Babafemi stated CD was nabbed at the Area 1 motor park while attempting to board a commercial vehicle to Maiduguri, Borno State. Upon research by the NDLEA operatives, he was caught with wraps of cannabis sativa. During a preliminary interview, the terror suspect confirmed he was remanded at the Medium Security Correctional Center in KUJE. CD is facing charges bordering on terrorism and robbery. The NDLEA chairman, Brigadier General Buba Mara, retired, has directed his transfer to the Nigerian Correctional Service. And moving on, some yet-to-be-identified people bearing arms have reportedly attacked the residence of the Labour Party candidate for the July 16 Osun governorship poll, LASSA Yusuf, located at Ilobu, Osun State. Wole Oladimeji, the media aide to LASSA Yusuf, who confirmed the attack, said the ex-deputy speaker of the House of Representatives and members of his family, who had returned home to celebrate the Eid al-Kabir festival, were all in the house when the attacker struck in the early hours of Monday. According to Oladimeji, when the attackers could not gain entrance into the building, they fired shot from outside the premises, aiming at the upper floor of the story building where bedrooms are, and shattered the aluminium windows. He also said Lasson and some members of his family were inside when the attack took place, but no casualty was recorded. The Nigerian police on Monday said they arrested 2 notorious cultists and recovered ammunition along Auchi-Ekperi Road in Edo State. This is contained in a statement by ASP Jennifer Iwebu, the Deputy Police Public Relations Officer. Iwebu said operatives of the command attached to Fuga Divisional Police Headquarters were on routine patrol stop and search on Auchi-Ekperi Road, where they accosted 2 men on motorcycle, one Emmanuel James, 25, and Matthew Ogode, 31. Upon search of them, 3 live cartridges were recovered from the bag in possession of James. The suspect took to his heels into the bush in a bid to dispose the custom-sized gun in his possession. The police spokesperson added that the police operatives gave him a hot chase and maimed him on his foot before he was apprehended. She, however, said that the suspects confessed to be members of the dreaded IA confraternity, also known as Black Axe. The Inspector General of Police, Osun Guber, has ordered the deployment of police teams to Osun ahead of the July 16 governorship elections in the state. The first Public Relations Officer, CSP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, disclosed this on Sunday in a statement he issued in Abuja. According to the statement, the team would be headed by Johnson Kukumo, the Deputy Inspector General of Police in charge of the First Criminal Investigation Department, FCID. Kukumo, also the Supervisory DRG for the Southwest, would be assisted by 4 Assistant Inspector General of Police during the elections. 4 Commissioners of Police, CPs, 15 Deputy Commissioners of Police, and 30 Assistant Commissioners of Police were also deployed for the exercise. The Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, has called on the President, Muhammadu Buhari, to break the religious monopoly of the security architecture, alleging that the nation's security has been compromised by those who see terrorists as their brothers. CAN again opposed any attempt by any political party to fly a Muslim ticket in 2023 presidential election, arguing, quote, if the terrorists are killing, maiming and kidnapping Christians and their leaders with impunity when we have a pastor as the vice president, it wonders what they would do when there is no one representing Christianity in the State House, end of quote. Personal assistant to the CAN President on Communications, Pastor Bayo Oladeji, opined that Nigerians are under a government that has failed to protect life and property, adding that the same government is against self-defense. President of the Baptist Conference in the FCD, Reverend Dogara Raphael Ghana, lamented that the situation where repentant terrorists who have caused so much pain to families and institutions in the country are now being reintegrated into the society and even enrolled in the military was a very dangerous move. And more stories ahead of the July 16 governorship election in Osun State, political candidates and their parties will on Wednesday sign a peace accord to commit themselves to the smooth conduct of the exercise. Chairman of National Peace Committee, NPC, and former head of state General Abdul Salami Abubakar, retired, stated this via a statement issued yesterday. Abubakar also called on the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and all stakeholders to consolidate on the success of the recently held Ekiti State governorship poll. He equally appealed to the electorate to come out en masse exercising their civic rights to vote without fear of violence and with the understanding that the structures for growth are dependent on peace, and also expressed concern over the growing trend of vote buying. The Nigerian health workers have announced a threat to go on a solidarity strike in support of the demands of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU. This was disclosed by Baobelemoye Josiah, National President of the Medical and Health Workers Union of Nigeria. In a statement he jointly signed with Awalu Kiyawa, Acting Secretary General of the Union, on Sunday in Abuja. They urged the federal government to implement without further delay all the agreements it had entered with the unions. Speaking in the statement, the health workers said MHWUN stands in solidarity with the university-based unions in the ongoing struggle to emancipate and reposition the public tertiary institutions in Nigeria for progressive development. Now, no fewer than 11 locals have been killed as bandits attacked DANGULBI community in Maru local government area of ZAMFARA state. The incident happened on Sunday afternoon where the terrorists loyal to a notorious kingpin, Damina, attacked farmers on their farmland, an incident that left several others unaccounted for. The spokesperson for the ZAMFARA State Police Command, Muhammad Shehu, confirmed the casualty figures, stating the police authorities have since deployed a reinforcement team to the area to restore calm and normalcy in the community. According to Shehu, the police tactical operatives have begun a confidence-building patrol in the affected community.